My stepmom threw away my inhaler and told me to just breathe normally. What happened next shut her up permanently. My dad married Lorraine when I was 11. She moved in with her 2 kids, Tate, who was 13, and Britta, who was 9. From day one, Lorraine had opinions about me. Not Tate or Britta, me. She thought I was coddled. She thought my asthma was an excuse to get out of things, and she said that out loud within the first month. Kids didn't have asthma this much when I was growing up. They just played outside and toughened up. My dad said, "It's a medical condition, Lorraine." She rolled her eyes. The eye rolls became comments. The comments became rules. Within 6 months, she decided I was using my inhaler too much. She'd watch me take a puff and say, "You just used that 40 minutes ago. You don't need it again." I was 11. I didn't know how to argue with an adult who spoke with that much confidence about something she knew nothing about. My dad pushed back at first, but Lorraine had a way of making everything into a fight about trust. "If you don't back me up in front of the kids, what's the point of this marriage?" So he backed off. By 12, I was hiding my inhaler in my backpack. That worked until she found it during one of her inspections. She went through our backpacks every Sunday. Kate and Britta's bags got a glance. Mine got emptied onto the kitchen table. She held up the inhaler like it was contraband. "Why is this in your bag?" "Because I need it. You need to learn to breathe without a crutch." She put it on top of the refrigerator where I couldn't reach it. I told my dad. He said he'd talk to her. The inhaler stayed on the refrigerator. I started keeping a second one in my sock drawer. She found that too. Next morning, she threw both inhalers in the kitchen trash, right in front of me while I was eating cereal. "Starting today, you're going to breathe like a normal kid. No more drama." I felt my chest get tight just watching them hit the bottom of the bag. Britta was sitting across from me. She looked scared but didn't say anything. She got up and left the room, and I heard her go upstairs. That afternoon, Lorraine signed me up for a neighborhood soccer league. Told my dad exercise would fix my lungs. My dad looked at me. I could tell he wanted to say something. He didn't. First practice was a Thursday, August, 94 degrees. The coach had us doing sprints for warm-up. I made it through 4 before the tightness started. By the 6th, I was wheezing loud enough that the kid next to me stopped running. I tried to slow my breathing the way my doctor taught me, but it was 94 degrees, and I just sprinted 6 times, and my inhaler was in a landfill somewhere. I sat down on the grass. The coach jogged over. "You okay, buddy?" "I can't breathe." "Where's your inhaler?" "I don't have one." He turned to the sideline where Lorraine was sitting in a folding chair. He yelled, "Does he have an inhaler?" She waved her hand. "He's fine. He does this for attention." The coach looked back at me. My lips were turning blue. He called 911 without asking Lorraine again. Paramedics arrived in 7 minutes. I was on oxygen in an ambulance while Lorraine stood on the sideline telling other parents I was being dramatic. One mom walked up to Lorraine and showed her a photo she'd taken. Me on the ground, lips blue, chest heaving. "That's not faking," she said. "That's a child who can't breathe." The hospital called my dad. He found me with a nebulizer mask on my face. A doctor pulled him into the hallway. I heard her through the curtain. "Your son had a severe asthma attack. His oxygen was at 84% when paramedics arrived. Below 90 is a medical emergency. Below 80, brain damage or cardiac arrest. Where was his rescue inhaler?" My dad didn't answer. The doctor said, "I'm required to report this." A social worker interviewed me alone. I told her everything. The inhalers in the trash, the refrigerator, the backpack inspections. She asked where my father was during this. I said, "In the house." 2 weeks later, my dad filed for divorce. Lorraine said I was exaggerating, that she was building my resilience. The family court judge asked one question. "Did you discard the child's prescribed rescue inhaler?" I was trying to teach him not to depend on it. The judge said, "A rescue inhaler is not a dependency. It's a medical device prescribed by a physician to prevent a life-threatening emergency," which is exactly what happened. Lorraine lost all custody arguments for Tate and Britta in the same proceeding. The court doesn't look kindly on someone who throws away a child's medication and calls 911 an overreaction. My dad keeps 3 inhalers in the house now. One in my room, one in the kitchen, one in his car. He checks the expiration dates every month. He's never missed one.